Okay, so this is a quick little video on my Sony Xperia Z5 case, using my good old Z1 for the video. Right, so I'll use a dummy case. This is a reject from the printing process that made a few mistakes with before I actually had the camera hole in the right place. This gives you a bit of an idea. There's three parts to it. There is a back piece, which is pretty obvious. There's this top clamp, which holds everything in. There's a hole there for the light sensor and the forward camera. And there's this piece down here. And it has a little slot on it designed to line up with the speaker vent. You'll see that when you look at your phone carefully. Not to be confused with the other alternative position, which is incorrect. That's pretty much it. You'll need to find yourself 4 8mm metric screws, 8mm long by 3mm diameter. Any type of head you prefer. On top of this is what can be used as a lanyard hole. I've used for a memory stick hole with a nice little finger slot, so you can pop your memory stick out. These are two-way memory sticks. I buy them from Safeway or Woolworths, depending on where you are in the country, and they connect to either your micro USB or your full-size USB port. If you happen to use one of these with your Xperia Z5, you'll need to know that you have to tell it to search for a USB device. Because they haven't put a waterproof door, they disable the USB port or the power supply to the port unless you determine it by software. That's to avoid corrosion, I assume. But pretty much, this gives you the ability to carry a memory stick with you wherever you go, which I find extremely handy. I've also allowed a divot here so that you can easily reach your fingerprint reader button. Is it going to let me recognize my fingerprint? I don't think I've programmed that finger in. Give me this one. That's the right one. Okay, that's pretty much it. There's not much to a phone case. Unlike my previous design, there isn't a raised lip, so that you will have to be a bit more careful with the screen. I strongly advise that you put a screen protector front and also back, to avoid what happened to my old Xperia phone, which I'm using at the moment and I can't show you. However, the glass got very badly scratched up over time because grit and printing debris got stuck inside the phone, or inside the phone case, and the little bit of movement eventually grated away at it. In this design, I've tried to keep the tolerances as tight as absolutely possible to stop it moving, which will mean that PLA is probably out unless you do a bit of mucking around with the print scale. So try and use ABS if you can. This is a glow-in-the-dark ABS out of China. I find it quite useful. It makes my phone very easy to find. It doesn't glow particularly well, but on a dark night it is easy to find your phone. That's about it. I'll leave the design up to you guys. Happy printing.